John goes whisky tasting. Today, Janet and John are going into Big Town. "Put something warm on, it's very cold," says Janet. See John put on his yellow fun fur trousers and jacket and a big floppy hat. See Janet roll her eyes. Clever Janet. Janet says, "You look like a womble." "Thank you," says John. Janet and John walk down the road to the bus stop to catch the bus into Uckfield. When the bus comes, Janet has to put on John's reins to stop him running up and down the stairs, making bus noises. Soon the bus arrives in Uckfield, and Janet and John get off in the High Street. John likes the High Street. So many shops and the Christmas lights make John very excited. See the damp patch. Janet says, "I'm just going to go into the florist's. You can walk along the High Street and look into the shops if you like, but no getting into trouble." "I won't," says John. John skips along the road until he comes to the wine shop. John is looking at all the lovely drinks when he sees Mrs. Poulton inviting him in. "Hello, Mrs. Poulton," says John. Mrs. Poulton says, "You're just in time for the whisky tasting, John. Are you allowed to drink whisky?" John is, but only 2 or 3, or he goes all floppy. John says, "I used to like VAT 69. Mrs. Oh, God. Oh, no. Mrs. Poulton says, "That was a blended whisky. You should try a single malt." "Will you join me?" says John. Mrs. Poulton says, "I've already had several this morning. I started off with a Glen Elgin, which was very smooth, then a small Lady Byrne, and finally a Macallan's, which is my favourite. Why don't you try these, John? There's a single malt from Scapa and the Singleton, which is a firm favourite. I'm asking my customers to put down what they think of the whisky on a rating sheet." See John drink several glasses of whisky. John puts down the first whisky as smoky, the second big whisky as sweet, and the third one as shiboddy-waddy.
Can't even spell it either.
Who do you know how to go all wobbly at the knees? John does. See John wave unsteadily as he walks down the road to meet Janet. Soon Janet comes out of the florist's with a big holly wreath for the front door. "Have you been drinking?" says Janet. "Yes," says John. "I saw Mrs. Poulton in the wine shop. She invited me in for a quick sample. She said she didn't care for my usual, the 69, and said she's already had a mouthful of Macallan's, and was suffering a little from the Lady Byrne, after she'd had a stiff Glen Elgin So she stood and watched while I had a quick Singleton, then Scapa." See Janet push the holly wreath down John's trousers and chase him down the road. See John run. Run, John.
It's not easy to run with that.
It's a disgrace.